It's Allie here. I am a leadership and life coach. I am also an intuitive and an energy healer, and I'm also a doTERRA team member. So welcome, welcome, welcome to this free series to help you elevate your state. So let me start by saying that when you're thinking about activating your intuition and you feel like you're just not doing it. I've had people come to me and say things like, I feel like my intuition is broken. How do I know what to do every day? How do I know and trust that gut instinct? How do I hear my intuition? How do I know if it's my intuition or my imagination? So listen, everyone has access to intuition. Even men have intuition as well. They might just refer to it as something like more like gut instinct, right? It's that thing that tells you not to walk by that man who looks a little scary. It's that thing that tells you maybe just wait a couple of extra minutes before you get going, and then you find out there's a car accident later. It's that thing that tells you this is the perfect message to share today. This is exactly the way to do this. So when I created this series for you guys, it was intuition. I just got the idea one day. I hadn't been thinking about what do I want to create next. It just all of a sudden came, and I knew, because I know how it feels to be in acting from my intuition. So let me start by saying that everyone has it, but the higher frequency and vibration that you are in, the more likely you are to hear it and access it. So everyone has that ability. Everyone has the ability to really end up feeling a little bit more, I don't know what the right word is sometimes other than intuitive, a little bit psychic, have more of that knowingness. I just know that this is exactly what I need to do right now. Intuition can also be inspiration that comes from a loving, excited heart space, not from a place of fear. If it comes from fear, it's not intuition. Okay, so intuition is something that everyone has. It's natural, but often in our society, between the way we're raised, schools, societal norms, the way we focus on math and science over creative arts, none of which is bad or good. It just kind of is a fact of how we do things. We learn, and especially a lot through media messages as well, we learn to shut down our intuition. We learn to trust authority figures over ourselves. We learn to give our power away. When you trust your intuition, you get that personal sense of power back. And that's why we're here, because especially if you want to go out and you want to create change in your life, you want to create change in the world, you don't like the way things are going, and you want to create change, whether it's just for you or on a larger scale, you have to trust that intuition so that you get more done, so that you begin to manifest faster, so that you begin to write easier, speak with more flow, speak with more grace, and just go about your day to day feeling really, really, really good, like really right on time. Okay, so here's a secret. You are always right on time. It's no coincidence that you're here in this training. Okay, so that's my first message for you. Now, number two, everything is energy. Okay, everything is energy. Everything. It's science. It's not just a spiritual theory. It is science. And it's scientifically proven. And so if everything is energy, from things that you can see and touch and feel to things that you cannot touch, like thoughts and emotions. And I mean, when I say see, touch, feel, I mean your hair, your skin, your clothes, that table over there, that lamp, the trees outside, animals, different plants, that wooden fence in your backyard. It's all of those things. It's the cars around you, and it's all the intangible things, the wind, the clouds that you can't touch, right? Thoughts, emotions, feelings. And so what I'll say about accessing intuition is, remember, you want to be in a higher vibrational state. Energy carries vibration. So if you're in a lower and denser vibrational state, that is often because you're in denser emotional states. Okay, so your thoughts often dictate your emotions. Something that, again, we learn to shut down in ourselves is our feeling and our emotions. We make them wrong. We say it's illogical to go with your feelings first, your gut instincts first. You need to overanalyze it. You don't know any better. You need to look at the facts. You need to study it first, right? And it's not that that's always bad. Again, this isn't bad or good. It's just what we tend to be taught. So we tend to be taught to shut down that emotional center within ourselves. But the thing is, what if your emotions were the key to unlocking your intuition? What if your emotions dictate your vibrational state? And I got a secret for you. They do. Your emotions do dictate your vibrational state. And the higher and more you can elevate your energetic state, that vibrational state, your energy, the higher you can resonate, the higher frequency you can be at. So feeling more love, more joy, more enthusiasm, excitement, exhilaration, passion, right? Purpose, hope, even is higher vibration, the more you can stay in those places where at least you're at a sense of peace and comfort at the very least, the more likely you are to unlock your intuition and to be able to hear your intuition, because you are more open to it, because you are in that place where you can hear the guidance coming through to you. If you're in a denser vibrational state and you're in despair, or you're grieving, you're sad, you're worried, you're stressed, you're anxious, you're frustrated, you're angry, you're resentful, regretful, guilty, shameful, blaming, right? Denser emotions. And you know that you can feel this way because when you're in a denser emotion, you feel it in your body, right? Like you feel it. Like that's why when a lot of people are in heartbreak, they say, my stomach is in knots, I can't eat. I'm so heartbroken. You feel it down in your gut, right? When you feel really, really good, you get goosebumps, right? You get excited. When you know that something amazing is coming, when you're in that beautiful, joyful anticipation, or you're laughing, you feel it all over your body, and you mostly feel it up in here, right? Like all over here and in your heart space and up in your head as well. You may even I get goosebumps down my arms when I'm getting more intuitive hits. So everything is energy. You want to, and this is really important, I don't want you to ignore your lower or denser vibrational emotions, okay? I want you to ignore grief or ignore anger or shove it down or shove it aside, because that will block you from hearing your intuition. That will block you from hearing the guidance that you're being given or your natural instincts, because you need to be cool with your emotions. Like you need to accept what's going on within you, move through it, so that it doesn't keep coming up for you all the time. When we repress emotions, they will keep coming up, keep coming up, keep coming up. And the way that I heard this explained once, I thought it was a beautiful explanation, is imagine you have a glass and it's full of water and you pour some oil in it. And that oil are those denser emotions. So what does the oil do? It comes to the top and it separates from the water. So a lot of times what we do, especially in the coaching industry, in the self-help industry, in the spiritualist area, is we come in and we say, oh, it's not safe to have negative emotions. I won't manifest. I'm going to manifest bad things. It's bad. It's bad to feel bad. It's bad for me. It's going to cause more hurt, more pain, right? It's going to attract bad things to me. I'm not allowed to feel that. I need to shove it down. So we pour more. I try to Band-Aid my problems. And I start to pour more water in, trying to make the bad stuff go away. But what happens? The denser and emotions, those negative emotions, keep coming up to the surface because we aren't dealing with them. So you're just adding more underneath them. And what happens is you eventually get to the point where it overflows and it all comes out together. Right? Because those denser emotions, those negative emotions have to be handled. They have to be felt and honored and loved on and dealt with, because contrast just helps you understand what you want and what you don't want. Okay? And it's okay to be there. It's okay. But you can feel the emotions, those denser vibrational emotions, sadness, anger, heartbreak, blame, shame, guilt, less than, better than, all that stuff. You can feel that stuff without embodying it and becoming in it, living in it all the time. And the more you let yourself feel that and move through it, the faster you will get back up onto that beautiful arc of, yes, great, feeling better, feeling better, feeling better. Because instead of shoving it down where you're like, oh, I can't seem to get past this because it's back there lingering, saying, wait, you haven't paid attention to me yet. You haven't loved on me yet. You need to just love on yourself where you are and continue to grow upwards. And then those positive emotions can start to bubble back up and come back up naturally in a way that feels really good. Okay. So now that we have gotten that important thing out of there, right? Because I don't want you guys to just, again, try and just erase or delete your stuff, or just shove it down. It doesn't really work, right? It really doesn't work. And I'm an energy healer, and I go through and I help people remove energetically negative emotional patterns and stuff like that has been reverberating sometimes from past lives, sometimes through childhood. And I will just say that you have to deal with it and let yourself feel it on all levels. Even when I go in and I do a Reiki healing with someone who's in, and I find some emotional patterns that may have been from childhood or something happened, and the energy is still there. It's almost like there's a tear in their energy or a thickness in it. I always tell them, okay, so we went through and I noticed these things coming up. And I did go through, and the energy will do what the energy is going to do. So if you have an emotional release today or in the next week or two, do not try to shove it away and hide from it. Let yourself release and feel the feelings, right? Because that's part of the healing. So same thing for you guys. Okay. So now that we have addressed those key truths, over the next 5 days, I'm going to give you guys my 5 special techniques that a lot of them are not entirely uncommon, but I feel that I'm going to give you guys really good perspective on each technique each day that will help you elevate your energetic state so you can create faster, you can feel in flow, you can feel better, right? Like, because isn't that why people want coaches in the first place? I just want to feel better. You know, even if they say, I want to do better in my business. Well, why do you want to do better in your business? Because I want to feel better when my head hits the pillow at night. It's always because they want to feel better. Okay. Even they go to relationship coaches, health coaches, fitness coaches, you always just want to feel better. And as an intuitive coach and someone who tends to be able to read into a little more depth, just energetically and emotionally with people, I can tell you, really all anyone wants at the end of the day is to feel good when their head hits the pillow at night. So this is your most important part. And over the next 5 days, we will talk about the 5 techniques that I have seen be the most successful for myself, for my clients, for my community, and that I have found to be the most talked about as successful amongst my peers too. Even people that I haven't trained in them who use them have talked about them very, very lovingly. And so I have my own unique spin on everything. How to do it. We're going to talk through actual techniques, not just a light and fluffy thing, because I don't really like light and fluffy. Excuse me. And now you're going to hear, and this is a huge part of this training, you're going to hear me talk about essential oils. Part of that is essential oils. You know, I'm not even going to say that they're your magic pill, because that's stupid. There is no magic pill. You're the magic pill, okay? That's the truth bomb. You. Remember, everything's energy though, so everything's connected. Essential oils come from plants. Plants carry very high vibrations because they are part of the earth. So, and as someone who can feel energy around plants, like I can hover my hand around a plant and feel the energy and feel the vibration, and I feel warmth or waves of like almost like it almost feels like feathers or sparkles hitting my hand. I can feel like energetic tingles. I can tell what the energy of that plant is. And so organic plants that have been sourced really well, nurtured really well, treated very well, didn't have pesticides and stuff put on them, right? They have higher vibrations and they produce better quality substances. So the essential oils you're going to hear about, just keep in mind, you are not required to purchase anything from me to participate in this training or to get anything out of it. You will still get plenty out of it without the oils. So just want to tell you that now. If you have another oils company that you're using, good for you. Cool. If you're kind of just interested and you want to chat more, there's a link in the email and on this page where you can book a call with me. We can chat, no obligation. It's just me introducing you to the products. But I want to find out about your goals and why you're interested in them too. If you'd want to buy them, if you want to join the team, I want to let you know the options available to you. And so the company that I use is called doTERRA. This is the emotional aromatherapy system. It is my favorite. There are many, many, many doTERRA oils. That's is my favorite system. And I use these day and night. And I've got an entire handout for everyone who joins my team on different ways to use them, how you can cook with them, how you can use them, in your bath, on your body. Some are not safe to be used ingested. Most of them are. How to diffuse them, all sorts of really, really cool stuff. So what I love about this system is, and you'll hear more about this throughout the trainings as well, how I apply them to meditation, how I apply them to each technique I'm going to teach you about, and why I choose certain ones with certain scents, and how that helps enhance and elevate my energetic state. Like I said, these guys carry really high vibrations, so you're going to see me pulling up certain oils like Forgive or Motivate. This is a good one before you go into a creative process. You've got a work day ahead of you. You're going to go into a workout, right? Passion. Console is a really beautiful one. It reminds me of, it's got like sandalwood in it. It's really, really, really sweet. Peace is a beautiful one. And these are all in this kit. So, and then Cheer. So when you hear me, and Passion as well. This one's really juicy. When you hear me talk about these, just again, know that they're just another tool. They're an amazing tool though. Organic, safe to put on your skin, very high vibration, very high quality compared to, and I've tried other essential oils companies as well. I've bought some at the store. I've tried local Colorado vendors who make their own. Quite frankly, these smell, taste, and feel the best and do not irritate my skin. That's why I love them. I use them in my hair. I mix them with coconut oil after my bath. I put them in my bath. I've even used several of them on my son who's 3, and they don't irritate his skin. They're safe to use on kids, and it'll say on them if they shouldn't be applied to a children's skin or if they should be diluted first. So these are beautiful products. Again, they just enhance the experience. So you're going to hear me talk about them, but know that you are not required to jump in on it. However, if you're being open and you really want to elevate your energetic state, using scent, like the scent from these essential oils, and using natural plant essences and aligning with all of your senses, your sense of sight, your sense of smell, sense of touch, everything. You want to elevate that energetic state, that will help you do it. Really getting all of your senses into the experience will help you, okay? Especially for you guys who, tomorrow's day 1, it's meditation. And I've heard so many people say they can't meditate. And I'm like, that's BS. You can, and we're gonna talk about how. And essential oils can help you get into these states and help you get into the flow and help you, you can even infuse them with energy, which we'll talk about as well, and intention. So for right now, that's plenty of information. I'm so glad that you guys are here. If you're curious about me or you're curious about the oils, on the page that this video is on, you can go ahead and book a call with me to learn more about the oils, or go straight to the oils page if you're already interested in purchasing or joining the team. Again, you are not required. If you do join the team, you get discounts on the oils, and if you sell many of them, you can actually earn extra money. And hint, hint, when you're starting your business or you just want to earn extra income, this is a good way to do it. Have a backup stream of income. Or you can just earn enough to get your oils paid for every month. So, I mean, that's where I started out with it. And it's pretty, I'm really, really glad that I made that investment. I hand them out to my friends. And again, I use them myself. Otherwise, I wouldn't recommend them. So, that said, if you want to learn more about me, just head over to my website, adventureknox.com. Feel free to email me with questions. And again, I'm Allison Horner. I'm so honored to have you guys here. I would love to hear more about you guys. I'd love to hear more about why you're here, what brought you to the training, what are you looking to learn, what questions do you have right now about the oils, about energy, about manifesting, about attraction, about creation. Everything that we're talking about is going to help you get into that very natural, intuitive, creative, manifesting, attracting high vibe state faster. Okay, so you can tap into your most natural state of intuition. Okay, all right, you guys, I'm going to get going. I'm going to come back with day 1 tomorrow. We're going to talk about meditation. Make sure you come, even if you don't think you can meditate, because I promise you the way I explain it will make it a lot more clicky in for you. Okay? All right. Bye, guys.